Hey, Jim here. It's Sunday, September 3rd, 2023, and I didn't record anything yesterday. It's just a busy day. First day of football season. Oklahoma versus Arkansas State. Set some records there with I think the largest margin of victory or something like that. Colorado looked pretty good too with Sheeter and Prime Time, Coach Prime. Anyway, would have been a good day to leave an update because kind of big events happened the day before. I put some things together. I don't know that I've mentioned this or not, but so earlier in the week I had some really minor things health-wise go on, uh, uh, but I think that they were kind of precursors to a big change. So I won't go into everything, but I remember in the article, and I've always wondered about this, it talked about how they had their sense of smell returned, and they had postnasal drip, and then they had like a couple days where they could eat or something like that. And so these people had been managing their condition different than I had and everything. But anyway, and then that's when their bowels would stop. And so I had that kind of sequence of event this week where my sense of smell came back really strong, and uh, it was very noticeable. I smelled a lot of things that I hadn't been smelling just around the house. And then I had postnasal drip, and which I never have. And then I had some oddness. So you can tell this is a different time of day. I'm recording this say afternoon. But anyway, so I went through all that, and I didn't really think of anything of it at the time. And then it kind of all clicked for me Friday. And so I spent Friday afternoon trying to get my car fixed, 5 hours at the Kia dealership, trying to get the battery issues resolved, still not resolved. Just so my wife wouldn't have to deal with it. And I got home, and I had I hadn't had any movements, let's just say, that day, and just barely anything the day before. So I took something to help resolve that maybe, and then that night I had kind of this pretty intense, but nothing compared to other things I've been through, cramping in my stomach area, and so there's this point. So the whole thing, when you get to this point, it eventually cuts off circulation to your pancreas, and so you go through kind of this stage of that, and while that's happening, your body has insulin because it's digesting your pancreas. So I don't know, maybe that's true, maybe that's what I was going through, I don't know, but it's supposed to have like 2 days long worth of that, and then after that only pain. So this is my second day after that will have occurred, uh, and we'll find out. I can feel tightness in my abdomen right now, but I don't know. It really would help if this disease was documented out there. It's such a travesty. Anyway, and so I've just been trying to take it easy, and keep my mind off of it. I've been watching a whole bunch of TV. It hurts. All of this hurts. So I don't really, I mean, I it's in both arms, and my muscles there, and so and I don't want to explain to anybody what might or might not be going on. I talked to anyway, because hey, if I'm wrong, I've been wrong before about what was going on at that moment. I know in general I'm right, but it's very hard to get the specifics. Anyway, so we'll see. What's the next 48 hours bring? But I'm, yeah, I mean, at least 30% certain I'm right about this specific series of events. So that leaves, most of the time I'd be wrong so far. But if I'm like this tomorrow, or if I'm worse tomorrow, let's just say, I think I, would definitely bump that up to the 75% range, and then anything after that will be 100%. So, and it'll go really fast from there. Right this moment, I'm not in any pain, just sitting still. I just feel tightness in my abdomen. And it talked in the article, it talked about it would be an evening when they went to the ER for shortness of breath and chest pains, and that's with the stomach losing circulation, and that's just due to the circadian rhythm of your hormones, and somehow that's when it's doing less, and so you have more issues. I don't know, but so we'll see. If that's tonight, I don't know. If that's tomorrow, I don't know. Right now I'm at home by myself, and that's a blessing, so I can get this recording made and uploaded. And tomorrow's a holiday, so hey, there's that. I've already got my mail set at work to out of office, so we'll see if that's required. I did do a lot of work Friday, and I even worked Saturday some. So it's not like my mind isn't here. I'm 100% here. I think that we pretty much reached the end of all this. So, if this is my last recording or my next to last recording, I don't know. I'm just trying to document these things as they go, and to show you how obscenely perverse and insidious this condition is, that I can be this close to whatever is going to happen. And really, the only thing that if you were to say, hey, what hurts? I'd say, yeah, as long as I don't move, I don't hurt. But I can already feel it's getting into the evening now, and I can feel my stomach tightening up, which is what it did Friday. So maybe my 2 days are up on that. And so you get into this ketoacidosis and you lose volume quickly, and maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. But whatever happens, I have done my best. There's nothing else I can try to do other than pass on my information. And I can be mad about it. It does absolutely no good. So it's much more productive for me to try to leave behind as much information as possible, and that's what I'm trying to do. So that's it. And I'm gonna go watch some more. I've been watching this series, Special Ops Lioness or something like that on Paramount Plus. I started the second season of the Foundation. I didn't realize they weren't all out yet. Oh, that kind of sucks, huh? So anyway, the Special Ops thing, all the episodes are out at least, and I can watch that. So for the rest of you out there, anybody who might ever watch this, I hope that I gave some useful information. I hope I had some impact on your life, or whatever. I've tried to do everything I can do in my life, and at this point it looks like I can sit on my butt and watch TV, and that's probably the most productive thing I can do. So that's what I'm gonna go do.